All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It is I, just harmless me here, Dave, the real music observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you right there and just like me here. How Fleetwood Mac is helping the tribute band industry, Fleetwood Mac and other bands. I don't know if you've noticed, but tribute bands are getting a lot of views. And the reason they're getting a lot of views is some of them are doing a better job at representing the music we all grew up with. Case in point, this band from the UK called Rumours of Fleetwood Mac, who now has over 1 million views on their version of Everywhere. And if you watch the video, you can't help but notice the electricity in the room, the excitement, the joy on people's faces, as they finally hear a song that sounds like it used to sound, performed live by quality musicians who they can all see, who are all out on stage. None are hiding behind the stage or underneath the stage or anything crazy like that. The current version of Fleetwood Mac also doesn't have a Lindsey Buckingham character. Why? Because Lindsey Buckingham isn't in the band anymore. That's my wise guy point there. But the current version of Rumours of Fleetwood Mac has a Lindsey Buckingham character. And it only takes one guy to be Lindsey Buckingham, at least in the sense of being faithful to what Fleetwood Mac is. You need a Lindsey guy. And the Lindsey guy is pretty good. You know, he's the hardest guy to replicate, though, of all of the members of Fleetwood Mac. Rumours of Fleetwood Mac has a dead ringer for Stevie Nicks, with maybe a touch of Shania Twain added into her voice. And then they have a Christine McVie, who's elegant and classy, and I don't know the names of everybody in the group, and I probably should learn them. But the point being is that for the money you are spending, think of this, okay? The current version of Fleetwood Mac is doing two things that the people in Rumours of Fleetwood Mac aren't doing to you. Number one, they're overcharging you for tickets. And number two, they are not representing the music that you grew up listening to. And when the quality of the product starts to go down, the ticket prices shouldn't go up. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you go to Rumours of Fleetwood Mac, you will hear a quality performance at an affordable price. In fact, you might actually be able to get a beer or two, because I think the beers are cheaper at these shows, and even if they weren't, the money you're going to save on tickets is going to get you in the door with maybe a few bucks to spare. Now, it's not just Fleetwood Mac, it's also Pink Floyd would be another great example, a band that refuses to tour, and Waters and Gilmour aren't getting back together, at least as far as I can tell. But you got this band called Brit Floyd, another band from Great Britain, who do Pink Floyd music the way Pink Floyd music used to be done. And the stage show it's just amazing, all of the audio and visual things that they're doing, how they're bringing you into this experience, and how, most importantly, the music is faithful to the way you've heard it. And they do the entire career. They don't do really early, like Syd Barrett stuff, and I think they may have done them from time to time. They've done some early stuff. But for the most part, they're doing, Dark Side of the Moon forward, right through where Roger Waters was gone, and then, all the Gilmour stuff. And they do it very faithfully. And there are other examples. Journey, of course, there are 1 million tribute bands, not because Journey's completely lost it, but because Don't Stop Believin' is a cultural phenomenon. And if you can sing it, people will sing it along with you. And there's money to be had if you can do that. Of course, there are other tribute bands. There are Van Halen tribute bands and AC/DC tribute bands. But nothing quite as dramatic as Rumours of Fleetwood Mac, or even Rumours ATL. Fleetwood Mac has kind of helped open up the market a little bit more. And firing Lindsey Buckingham certainly didn't help, in the sense that, when people design a Fleetwood Mac tribute, they're going to put in a Lindsey Buckingham character whereas the current band, I guess, fails to see the logic in doing something that was just and equitable and decent and humane. So, in any event, we don't know the condition of Lindsey Buckingham these days anyway. Still recovering from open heart surgery. No big deal for the Fleetwood Mac crew, who continues to plow forward. And Stevie Nicks on the 29th is going to scoop up yet another Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. And that's really all that matters to a bunch of people out there, not the quality of the music, which I think tribute bands are actually picking up the slack. And they're also charging a lot less money. That's my perspective on this. Tribute bands are going to become more and more popular as the abilities of these dinosaur bands continue to diminish as time goes on. And quite honestly, like in the case of the band Chicago, they begin to morph into their own tribute band. So there you go. Cutting edge perspective from the Real Music Observer. All right. See you soon, everybody.